Let me do the intro. Shut your mouth.
Do your shit.
Welcome to another episode of your baby mama favorite podcast, man. We'll wait till we fade in. I'm gonna start all over. All right, bet. Welcome to another episode of your baby mama favorite podcast. I'm your host, Will Marshall. You got my crazy fuckhead ass co-host.
And Creep we
Windy
trust.
City Creep, my motherfucker brother, man. We got my boy on the ones and twos. What's your name again, bro? I'm terrible with names.
Jesse.
His name ain't Jesse. Raw.
Pal
I can remember
Jr.
that. My boy Raw on the boards. It's episode 55. We got a special guest in the building with us. He had to chop it up, kick it with us today, man. We got Brian Keys from the from Power. From the Power Universe. What's the show called? Force, right?
Yeah.
Power Force, man. It's based out here in Chicago, man.
I'm wearing
We
the
appreciate
shades.
you for sliding, man.
Yo, I'm happy to be here.
No, we happy for you to be here, man. We appreciate
Over happy for you to be here. Listen, and zoom in, Jesse. See, listen, Raw.
brought us
Raw.
a gift.
He brought us a gift. This is the first gift that brought us a gift. This is my first. This is Delion Resposado.
Yeah.
This is my first time trying it. And these Gucci shades are his. So, because, he's getting that movie money. I want to feel like a celebrity. So, this is my first time wearing shades. So, shout out to this guy right here,
Not
man.
your first
We
time wearing
appreciate you.
somebody's sunglasses.
Huh? I did this before?
Yeah. Not on the show.
That's what I'm saying. It's the first time on the show.
I wanted to keep the bottle for a trophy, but Creep insisted we drink.
Well,
What are you?
What did you do?
Well,
My boy,
at
that
the
is
end of the
Duce,
day.
bro.
Huh?
That's Duce in that cup, man.
That's Jay-Z and Puffy, nigga.
Still good, though.
That's a bad mix.
No, they blend well together.
Yeah, they blend well together.
Yeah,
They blend well together.
You be good.
This was cold. Was that cold?
Huh?
I don't drink hot liquor.
It's room
That's
temperature,
room
man.
temperature. But it's cold outside, so
I could dig it.
yeah.
I'm alcoholic.
Man, I
How was y'all week, man?
it was great for me. I don't.
You had a great week?
Man,
I had a
it's been
great week.
Yeah.
You had a good week?
Did you wear a condom this week?
Come on.
No.
Nah, that's my dog. That's my dog.
Let me specify.
Raw is
Let
law.
me specify. Let me specify. I've been working.
I've been working.
Like that opportunity situation didn't even arise.
So y'all still shooting?
Yeah.
Or you talking about you working on something, a different project?
Yeah, so I'm double duty right now. So I just started shooting a movie last Friday.
Okay.
So double duty, we easing into the finale right now. For
Okay.
Power. So season 2 is almost in the bag, man.
So where you from? Like you from Chicago?
Yeah, born and
Wow.
raised.
So how long you been acting?
Since 2014.
2014?
Yeah, 2014.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So like what was you doing like before you got the power role? Like what led up to that? Like what
Whew. So that journey, man, it is.
I mean, if you was a drug dealer, you ain't got to tell about that.
No, man, no. So how it started for me, I always wanted to be in entertainment.
Gotcha.
Since I was like a little shorty, if my mom asked me what you gonna be when you grow up, my answer was always Michael Jackson. That was like I was like I want to be Michael Jackson, and she was like, nah, like you gotta do something real. So I started lying. I would always tell people I want to be an architect because it just sounded like, oh, look, this little
Something
black boy.
important.
Yeah, like that's so cute, But so it was like music. I was like all about music, so I started singing with the choir like first grade.
Right.
Started writing songs. Fast forward junior high, started instrumentation, so keys, guitar, bass, drums, some fuck ton of instruments. And so started being a professional musician, did that, became a session musician, worked with the orchestra, did tours, gigs, from the African Caribbean Fest to Lollapalooza to, just Hip Hop is Dead tour.
Hip hop is dead.
Yeah.
Nas?
So, yeah.
you was like like a backup singer?
No,
Or
so
you was
there
an actual
I was a musician, yeah.
Okay.
So I was on auxiliary keys. There was this group called Raw Footage
Mhm.
that was attached to the tour, and so I was their keyboardist.
Oh,
working
wow.
alongside the
So
MD for that. So
You
doing
do.
that.
That's
you,
dope.
So you're just a musician overall. You sing.
Yeah.
You know how to do the keyboard. You
Yeah.
know how to do it all, and you know how to act.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you play football too?
Hell no.
Nah, okay. I'm looking at your arms. You do some type of lifting weights or something.
No, I work out. You know
You-
what I'm saying?
oh, okay.
But,
all the actors gotta work out.
Yeah. For some reason, everybody think I like play football, and I'm like, nah. Football.
Yeah, you look like a running back or some
Football.
shit.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Football was not for me. Football
Like, I'm glad I didn't rub you the wrong way.
Creep talk.
You
No,
threw me in
'cause
Nelson.
I was about to ask him like how important. I think we probably asked this question to our last guest who was an actor, but like the image as far as acting, like how important is that? Like, cause like even with the shit we do, like the image is important. Like in my opinion.
I think it's about the individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to me, like I don't give a shit. Like literally in terms of like image for me, I'm just like I am who I am, you know. And so in terms of like the working out and everything, it actually happened because there was this role that came up. This was like maybe 5 years ago for theater, and it was a naval military brat. And in the breakdown for this character, he was described as this like jacked, muscular dude, and that wasn't me. But I did the tape read with the writers and everything. I'm like, yeah, like this is a dope role, but I need to match the physical to what the script says.
You wouldn't got in shape.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, I was in the gym every day, 2 days, because I had about 6 weeks before I had to do the actual audition for the production team.
Right.
And so I put on like 15 pounds of muscle in that period of time. And then nobody told me that you got to keep working out. Because I thought I could just work out, do the show, but like, man, your body does some, like, you just feel like shit.
Yeah.
So like, damn, I gotta stay in the gym now. So yeah.
So by you being on this, man, I know you've been getting boy band ass, man.
Nah, you know what's crazy? You know, and this is what I love about it. Is that like I stay low key. Like it's love, man. Like I just be chilling.
Okay.
I just be chilling. So like there are literally times where like I'm out with like me and the cast, we kicking it, and folks will come up and they be like, hey, can we get a picture with the cast? And then they'll turn to me like, hey, can you take the picture? And I'm like, yeah.
Like, that's cool. They don't even know.
Nah. So it's like for me, it's like I'm about the work and the craft and, telling these stories. Like that popularity, fame, I want everybody to know my name. Like, I know it comes with the territory, but that ain't the pursuit and that ain't the goal.
Gotcha.
So.
Like we gonna ask our boys some more questions, but we wanna kick it with you for a minute. We got some topics. You know what I'm saying? Get your opinion on these, man. I know y'all seen Kanye West tweaking on the internet lately, man. Again.
You know what? My opinion is I don't even think Ye at this point tweaking. I think that he's sending a message that we don't understand. And everybody's just looking at it like, because when he said about the White Lives Matter shirts that he wore, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking him. Like, I don't jump. I'm not quick to just jump into the, oh, fuck it. Like, no. He was saying Black Lives Matter was a scam. And if you really look in the details, a lot of people got brought up on charges behind it because they was taking money that they was getting and they was doing the wrong stuff.
A white man
with
started
it.
Black Lives.
You know what I'm saying? So
that ain't even a black.
I don't feel no way about Kanye doing that. What about you?
I mean, my opinion is I ain't got no opinion.
Okay.
Like,
of course you gotta say that.
No, it's not.
You gotta say that.
It's not a PC approach. That's how I look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is, I think that it's just. I feel like you said, like he tried to make a statement that just missed the mark.
It's going over people's heads.
I mean, I don't think it goes over people's head. I just think that you have to also take into account that when you're advertising a phrase like that, when outside of what the politics are around Black Lives Matter, there was a lot of focus on it because in this period of time it's been polarized. They're like, yo, like we are being exterminated in a way. So they took it as a flagship, like, yo, we matter too. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like why are we so expendable? And so when you have that much passion behind the Black Lives Matter to then where the White Lives Matter, I think he just missed the mark with understanding, like, yo, like that can cause some pain to a lot of people. You know what I mean? So like that's just how I feel. I can't judge. I'm not gonna judge him because like I ain't perfect, man. Like I don't.
Nobody's perfect,
like,
man. Nobody's perfect.
We all done some fuck shit.
Facts.
So,
like my fault.
No, you good. You good.
Now my opinion with it was like, man, like I just feel like at this point Kanye do shit for attention. He does things to get people rattled, to get people talking. If you're not talking about Kanye, in his eyes, you ain't talking about shit. So when Kanye do something, he like, I'm about to go on this award show. Let me go up here with old girl and wear this shirt.
Yeah. To
get people talking, to get people pissed off, to make people misunderstand what the fuck I'm trying to do. And like I'm so used to it, it's like I don't even like it don't bother me because I know that's what he does. He gets people mad. That's what he does. He's been doing it for the last 2-3 years.
Man, I hope it's that deliberate. Like
I do.
I hope it's that deliberate.
From the MAGA hats to this shit, it's like he just trying to piss people off.
Yeah, and
why I don't know.
Well, and what I hate is happening too, is that the conversation of mental health gets put into the conversation, right?
That's very deep,
and it's sometimes used as the excuse or the scapegoat, and it kind of like diminishes the value and the importance of the mental health conversation, because it's like they're like, oh well, you know, he's dealing with trauma and he's dealing with pain and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, cool, yes, maybe. However, you got to do something. If that's the case, you got to do something about it.
He don't go to therapy no more.
Therapy and therapy is important.
It is, but I don't want to use. I feel like if you worth over $1 billion, it ain't too much wrong with you mentally. Cause it takes you gotta be a pretty smart motherfucker to get $1 billion, and then to get over $1 billion, you not slow, bro.
See this, and this is the thing about it too.
He's not as slow as people try to make it out for him.
Smart enough to these marketing schemes.
That's what I'm saying. He's not. People try to use that mental health shit as an excuse. I don't look at him as like.
But this is
a victim of that shit.
This is how you got to distinguish the two, though, right? So we talk about the financial capability and the financial ability, which actually you attain that from a cognitive standpoint. You know, that reflects your cognitive functions. With the mental aspect of it, you can be like, there's no person with a dollar sign on them that mental health is going to look at and be like, oh yeah, you worth $2 billion, I'm not going to fuck with you.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it's like we talking about the mental and emotional impact of what life does to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can track it and see where things just kind of like started going different for him.
After his mother passed away.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And we saw the docu, like we saw that bond.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that bond in the doc.
Very dope bond.
Yeah, like an amazing bond. Like,
and
so
I think, I don't mean to cut you off,
yeah,
but I feel like the love that he used to get, the love and attention that his mother used to give him, I feel like he thought that after she passed, that our community, the black community, would have gave that to him, and we haven't. Oh, to his liking.
I feel like,
and I think that's why he does the shit that he do to piss us off.
Well, you know, I feel like everybody got their feelings about Kanye. You know, some people feel as though that, but some people don't know better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people feel like he don't do nothing for the community because you got to remember that it's a lot of people that donate and do stuff that you don't know nothing about.
He do stuff for the community. He got a whole school out here.
No, but I'm saying is Boosie, like, it's people that saying like he don't do nothing for black people, but if you ain't really looking in detail of what's going on, I seen a rapper from Chicago say, you ain't never did nothing for Chicago. Like, you don't know what he's doing for Chicago, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they
got a whole academy out here called Down the Academy.
I'm just saying, though, pardon the body, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though, like, I feel as though what he does is just trying to open our eyes, but some certain particular people can't see it.
I think, I think the desire, I think that internally for him, that desire is there to be like, contribute to the progression of us as a people.
Yeah.
But that approach, it's about that approach.
It's all about approach.
It's about that approach.
And that's why I was saying to, they was talking about Charleston White, right? At one point in time, we brought this up, and I said that I get what he's trying to do. I said it's just, his approach is not right. It's not correct. He's rubbing people the wrong way. I get that you want to stop the gang violence, but I don't feel like you should say GDK. I don't feel like you should say blood killer, crip killer to be like, at the end of the day, fuck that shit, come together, because you got people that's really in the streets.
Yeah, and those are inciting
that's disrespected.
Words. Yeah, like those are inciting words.
Especially in, like, you know, where we come from. You know, we growing up or whatever. You say, like, you know, I'm a couple years, like you told me, you know how we grew up.
Hell yeah.
So if the wrong, like if you went in a certain, if you went to, let's just say I go in a GD neighborhood back in where we was coming up, hat to the left, and I'm dropping the rakes, so I'm doing this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen. And I'm not trying to get on no game bang aspect of that shit, but I'm saying there's a lot of people who don't understand the concept of what people are trying to put out. Yeah. And I don't feel like Kanye is putting out nothing wrong. It's just that we don't get it.
I think that's Chicago, period. Like, we get a stigma of us just being this shoot 'em up, bang bang, gang gang ass city, when it's not really. It's like that. Yeah. But if you go to certain areas and you mindful of where you at and you respectful, and just like he said, like if you go into GD territory, you can't go with your hat cocked to the left yelling GDK. Something gonna happen to you. Yeah. But if you go and you minding your business, you on point. As long as you ain't with the wrong crowd or mingling with the wrong shit, then you straight.
Because look, at the end of the day, it's all based on the principle of respect, right?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
You know, where we were, I'm from Inglewood.
Right.
You know, so like,
shout out to the wood.
You know, we understand how overlooked and underserviced these communities are. So when you in that environment, that's all you got to hang your hat on. So if somebody come around and just shit on that and disrespect that, like, it's a problem. You know, so to connect that to what we're talking about, it's an issue of disrespect. You know, so to wear that shirt and shit on what a lot of people out here trying to just fight for every day. You know, like the perception of how we exist with police around is drastically different.
Yeah.
You know, like we getting shot in the back turn, walking away, running away. Like it's almost like target practice. You know what I'm saying? And to shit on how dangerous our existence is right now, it's disrespectful.
Like that's real.
You know, I got a fella. You know what, bro? Like,
I work in Inglewood, so I know exactly what the fuck
I feel about that. You know, it's a lot of people that be like, you know, the police killing everybody and this, that, and the third. But I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like, and I was explaining this to my girlfriend yesterday. I say
we kill each other.
We kill each other more than anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just to throw that out there. We are on, but the thing they don't realize it was set up for us to do this. Like, I was explaining to her. Like,
systematic. You gonna wear them glasses the whole episode? Man?
Yes, I am.
Oh man,
they look cool as hell though.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Your glasses look nice on my face.
But that's the thing, right? Like,
take them off.
Like people,
fuck it.
Like that viewpoint gets brought up a lot, right? We kill each other. Like if you look at every culture, every community that exists in all those communities, white people kill white people, brown people kill brown people, black people kill black people. Like that's at the end of the day, we're Homo sapiens. We're in the animal kingdom. That's animal instinct. Even on a plant base, you see plants killing plants, bugs killing bugs, animals killing animals.
That's why I call people animals.
And so,
because I'm an animal.
But no, I'm saying, you know, but like being real, you know what I'm saying?
We're animals.
So how,
really are.
But
man.
But there is a disparity between who is getting gunned down,
and who's not.
Exactly.
And who's not.
Exactly.
I mean, it's common sense.
Even the treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't even speak to an officer the same way that Karen or Rick may be able to speak to a police officer.
He's a fact.
I've taught my son. I'm like, my son, like it was a situation where I got pulled over, and I'm talking shit. Like I'm talking good shit. As soon as the officer come to the window, knock on the window, like, good evening, officer. How you doing today, sir? Like, he like, man, pops. So when I ain't get a ticket, he gave me one. We drove off. Like, man, why you ain't say what you said before he got here? I'm like, son, do you want your daddy to get killed?
It's survival.
Exactly. It's a certain way to talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't get that, and I think that's why a lot of shit happen.
Yeah.
But for me, when I'm fucking with the police, I'm talking to them a certain type of way because I want to get back to the crib. Yeah. I get tough with them if I want to, but what the fuck? That's
not gonna get you nowhere.
It's not gonna get me nowhere.
It's not gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah.
No. So I feel like we just in nature. I'm just saying, bro. Like if I come up to you right now, like, you know, let's just say if I had a problem with you, right? If I call, it's two ways we could do this. Hey man, check it out, man. I mean, what the fuck you said? Now you gonna be like, hold on. Like, you know, now if I was like, hey Brian, man, check it out. Can we talk? Hey man, you know, I talked to this person and they said you said this, and I just want to know what's going on. Yeah. You see how it's different? Approach.
It's the approach.
It's the approach. Like you said, it's the approach. It's all how you do this shit. Yeah. You know?
I got a question for you, brother. You said that you grew up in Inglewood, right? So like for us, like we passed 25, so we walk in blessings at this point. Like what motivated you? Because that's like a lot of people that grew up in that neighborhood, like products of the environment, even other neighborhoods, they just a product of the environment. Like you elevated and took your shit to the next level. Like what motivated you to keep striding and look beyond what the fuck was around you?
Luck. Like real talk. Like, you know, thankfully, you know, my mom and my grandma, you know, they took care of us, me and my sister, you know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, I did a lot of stupid shit, you know, and because we know the statistics, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, by this age, this is gonna happen, and you looking around and you losing friends, and you just, like, life doesn't feel like it is within your control in some degree. That's how it felt for me, you know? And it just so happens that right when I was like really at that point where I'm fucking up real bad, that's when I found music.
Okay.
And so it was, you know, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna be outside today because I'm finna go to the crib and practice piano. You know what I'm saying? So like that became what it is I wanted to do, because like I couldn't hoop, We ain't had no football team in my school.
Mm-hmm.
I tried track. I wasn't fast enough. So I'm like, damn, you know, meanwhile, my sister, you know, she the star athlete, hooping, crossing, you know, they call her baby AI. And I'm like, all right, well, what the hell I'm going to do? So it's just like, I just got consumed.
Found your lane.
Music. Yeah. Yeah. So
that's
what
dope.
I started doing.
So I be so hard on my son for not playing sports. Like he could play baseball, but he not really interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's getting older, and I'm like, we having these conversations, and he telling me, like, I want to work for Google when I get older. I see what you doing. I want to do that too. So it's like I'm not even focused on the sports no more. I'm trying to put him in a lane to where he could succeed when he get older.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's dope, bro.
Yeah, because I mean,
this
is real talk, man. Like outside noise is a hell of a thing.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So, and because what happens is, oftentimes in life, we go through life and we hear outside noise of what we're supposed to do, who we're supposed to be, where we're supposed to go. You know, and most times people listen to that and they try and become that and they try and fit into that box. But my mom really tried to hone it into me because she ain't want me banging. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my fam was like, you know, we got.
So you never gang bang? You not? Never?
No, because I don't like following motherfuckers.
Me neither. That's why I never did it.
Like, so, but like hitting this and
me neither.
When I say the stupid shit, like I was violent as fuck growing up. Like I was throwing hands, and I didn't care who the fuck I threw hands with, and that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't trying to bang, but like, you won't leave me the fuck alone.
But you had that's what I'm saying.
You know
that's survival. That's survival.
Yeah.
You had to.
Yeah,
you had to do that.
And it's like, and that's how I thought it was supposed to go down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody push up on you, and you know, like, you let them walk over you once. That's the reputation.
Yeah. That's the reputation.
That's the reputation you got. So like, I don't, you know, it was one motherfucker in my whole younger existence. His name was Brandon Miller. Motherfucker was in 3rd grade. I was in 1st grade. And I remember we was in the hallway and he punched the shit out of me.
Damn.
Like, bro, I ain't never been hit like that before in my life. And I'm like, you know, I'm 1st grade. Hell yeah, I cried. It hurt.
Hell yeah.
So my
you
mom,
remember that shit?
Bro.
You said Brandon Miller.
Brandon
That nigga probably work for Dr. Pepper right now. Be watching this shit.
Mad as hell.
Mad as hell. Like, man.
Look,
nah, he seen that light on you. That's why he did it.
You remember Turning Point's life, and that motherfucker, that hit right there.
Yeah.
I was like, I told my mom, and she said, never again. She said, never again. I'm like, what you mean? She said, you deal with them, or you gonna have to deal with me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, bet. Like I still got friends that I'm cool with from growing up to this day, and they will tell you like, there was no word, there was like one word, and I'm like, I was Draymond Green.
We finna get on that.
Yeah,
too. I got a question before we get there.
How do you channel your energy though? Like as far as like, cause you know you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
So what's the best way for you to challenge your energy these days? As far as when it comes to negativity.
Therapy.
So you go to a therapist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Therapy and meditation. And I read a lot.
Okay.
And I read a lot. You know, so it's just like you gotta find time to just get like, and also like I keep to myself. You know what I'm saying? How do I put it? I tell people I'm like everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Okay. Like I understand how to enter a function and make it seem like I've been there.
You're an extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
What was your question, Will? Sorry about that.
No, you good, bro. Cause you was talking about playing the piano, and I know, like, I think we all about the same age. Cause I know you had. I don't want to talk about his age on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all about the same. Right. Age, okay. Same bracket.
So you said that you grew up, you was playing the piano.
Yeah.
And I know, like, us growing up was real brutal.
Yeah.
So for you, like, how did you stay focused and not say, you know what, fuck this piano shit? You know, cause growing up, like, kids would be like, oh, you going to piano practice? You know, like, they had jokes and shit. But for you to keep that focus and say, you know what, fuck what y'all doing. I'm about to go do this because this what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
Instead of following the crowd, like what kept your mind state focused on that? Would you say it was your mother?
It was. I will say it's my mother, and this is why, because of what she exposed me to.
Okay.
So like I said, like, you know, the goal, you know, I would tell people Michael Jackson, you know, and so like she had me this VHS tape of Thriller, and at the end of the Thriller was the making of Thriller. And so I watched that religiously. I watched it religiously. So watching the work that he put in, you know, like just not being a trained dancer, but being able to just hear the boom, 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 and
got you out.
Like, cool. I can hear that and I know how to dance. You know, that I'm on, but I have to really go over it over and over again. Then she showed me this movie, Mo Better Blues.
Dope movie.
And y'all know, and he's like, yo, like, come out and play. He's like, no, I gotta practice. So I'm like, that's what I thought. I'm like, that's what you to be great. That's what you gotta do. That's what I like. That's
damn, man.
Was it
Salute
hard?
to Spike Lee, man.
Yeah.
Was it hard for you to transition from doing music to now acting?
Yes and no.
Yes or no?
It wasn't hard to make the choice because if I want to do it, I'm gonna fucking do it. It was hard in understanding what the machine was.
Okay.
You know, so I like my first exposure to it. Like, and here's the thing, right? Looking back, there were moments where I did get exposed to it. I just didn't think nothing of it. Because, you know, when we growing up in school, you know, you got to do the mandatory school plays, you know, like you got to do this, whatever. So, like, I did it, but, like, it didn't have no impact on me. You know what I mean? But I went and saw Dexter Overall. He's a playwright, Chicago. He was I think it was at Governor State. But it was a stage play. And they were singing, and I'm like, oh, this is like Tyler Perry. This is, like, real dope. You know, so, like, I, like, chopped it up with him after the show, you know, and said I liked it. And I'm like, yo, like, I want to do that. And, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, he would tell you, like, he dismissed me. He was like, all right. Yeah. So, you know, I'm like, all right, bet. So I hit his audition.
Took that personal.
Yeah, I hit his audition, and he ended up booking me.
Right.
You know, so what I noticed was, cool, if I want to do this, I'm going up against cats who studied at Juilliard. They got their BFAs, they masters, you know, Carnegie Mellon. Like, this is the arena that I'm stepping into. I gotta respect that. That's like me being a new musician thinking I'm finna go to a shed session and just kill it. You're not. So, like, I just started, like, trying to figure out, cool, what's the blueprint? What's this machine that I'm getting into? So I was like, well, what are they studying in school? And in school, they, you know, like, it's theater. Right. So Harold Washington Library got the largest selection of plays in this region.
That's dope.
So I just go to the library and I just start reading plays, and I literally I read every play that's on the shelf.
Really?
Yeah, because here's the thing, that, like, if you going in for an audition, if you're trying to do the work, those are the published plays that they're doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the cheat code. Mm-hmm. You know, and then now since I know, like, that's all contemporary work, but now one of my foundations is I started studying Shakespeare and just studying, like, the discipline and the technique of Shakespeare. I would never perform Shakespeare ever. Right. I won't do it because I don't believe in forcing myself into a place to eat that was never designed for me, because Shakespeare was written to be performed by white men. Yeah. By white men, not even women. Women weren't performing those roles. Like, Juliet was not played by a woman.
Seriously?
Yes, women were not allowed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I never knew that.
Yeah. But there is a lot of dope text study that you can do with Shakespeare that makes you just a better artist, because it forces you to understand, like, words are important. How he wrote words tells you what the emotional state is. Him not having punctuation or having a lot of punctuation tells you what the state is, because now you get plays and you got scripts and, like, well, he turns to the left and he goes through this door. Well, none of that written in them scripts. You just have to read the words and understand what to do. So, like, that's, you know, so that was my biggest hurdle, was understanding the machines. Like, once I understood the machine, I'm from Chicago, yo. Like, right. If I want to do something, there's nothing that's gonna stop me from doing what it is that I want to do.
I should be.
But I look at it, like, from what you just said, it's just like hard work. I don't give a fuck where a motherfucker went to school at. Like, for what we doing, like, you can go to Columbia, you can go to Northwestern for media, all that shit. I'm gonna outwork you, regardless. Like, the shit that you just said, like, you was up against a lot of motherfuckers that went to school for what you was going up for. You was auditioning against people who was supposed to take your spot, but the fact that you outworked them, the fact that you was consistent, the fact that you was more hungrier than them, that took you to that next level. Hell yeah.
Shows a lot.
Consistency and hard work gonna always consistency and hard work gonna always outlast talent.
Yeah,
you could be the most talented motherfucker in the world, but if you're not putting in that work, if you're not putting in them hours, if you're not willing to go further than the next motherfucker, you could be as talented as you want to. That's not gonna it's not gonna get you nowhere, because the people that's staying consistent, you could put out, I'm take it to music, you could put out a garbage song every week. But if a motherfucker only putting out a song every 3 months, at some point you gonna pop, and the other motherfucker who putting out a song once a month, and you putting out a song every week, you gonna surpass them. because you working harder.
You chipping away. You
exactly.
Chipping away at it.
And you being and you're consistent. Yeah. People seeing you.
What's the hardest thing that you is exactly about what you do? What's the hardest thing about doing what you do exactly? Like because I know you was doing a musician, but now you doing acting. What's the hardest part about learning how to do acting and everything? Outside
of memorizing lines. Good question.
Yeah, outside of memorizing lines.
Like the memorization is actually the easiest part, to be real. The hardest, it ain't even got to do with the work. It has to do with making that choice that like you sacrificing stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's been like the hardest thing for me to like, and I still do it to this day. You know what I mean? Like you have to make that, like you saying, like how did you decide like you was gonna work at it? You got to make this constant choice that like, yo, I have to sacrifice some things.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is, that to me, that's the hardest part because it fucks with your mental sometimes. Like you can't get time back.
Can't get time
back.
I went to jail, so I understand time.
You cannot get time back. And I look back, because like I just lost my grandmother in March.
Sorry.
Rest
in peace.
Condolences. So,
I know that was rough.
It's still rough. You know what I'm saying? It's still rough, because that was my best friend. But
it's your mom's mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was 97, bro.
Wow. Yeah, she lived a long life.
Yeah, she lived,
Yeah.
Still, what's crazy about that? Sorry to cut you off. Some people, like, because I had a friend that just lost his father. It don't matter how old they are.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it
life
still hurts. Life is a life. You know what I'm saying? Even though we all gonna go one day, but still, it's like it still hurts.
You wanna know something crazy? And I don't mean to be insensitive, but ever since I was a kid, like when I would go visit my grandparents, like on the way home, I would like, it's some real sick shit, but I would like envision the funeral, and I would like cry. Is that bad?
Well,
like I used to do that a lot. Like
I don't envision funeral, but it's times I cry because like, my mother would say stuff like, we ain't gonna be here together forever.
Yeah.
And then you gotta sit there and you may go to your room or whatever, and then you may be like, damn, it's one day they ain't gonna be here.
That's how I was thinking as a shorty when I visited my grandparents.
I would break down. I didn't break down.
I'd be in the car. I'm like, damn, like eventually somebody like she ain't
not
gonna be here
forever.
Yeah.
Gotta cherish everybody.
I think that's an example of showing like how dope that bond is that you got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Like what's crazy for me is like, I never saw my grandmother and mother as mortal. And I'm a grown ass man, like it wasn't until, the late stages of my grandmother's life, I'm like, oh man, she's not invincible.
That's why I used to think like that as a shorty. I used to be like, man, I love my grandma, but then another side of my brain would be like, yo, she ain't gonna be here forever, bro.
Yeah.
Like
it's rough.
Yeah.
Like
it's rough.
And then like, this is, like I'm gonna be real with you, like it's like, losing my grandmother at the same time, right around when my grandmother starts to decline, my mom got diagnosed with lung cancer.
Damn.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Sorry to hear that.
So it's like that's
prayers to your
that's
family.
the, I receive it, man. But like that's why I say that's the hardest part of what I do because time is limited.
Yeah.
And so it's like, damn, I gotta go to set or I gotta go out to LA or I gotta make this trip or whatever. And I'm always thinking, how long does this need to be? Because I need to go and be with moms or make sure like even with filming the TV show. Last season I was doing 2 shows at the same. I was doing Power and I was doing Big Leap for Fox at the same time, while also making sure that I never miss an appointment for my mom.
Right.
And because like when 2020 started, I became the caregiver for my mom and grandmother, while I'm also still trying to keep building the career.
That's why you stay so focused and out the way because you can't get distracted by no bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't afford to fuck up.
Yeah.
It's like I can't even afford to fuck up.
Yeah. And so like, the blessing came where after everything reopened, I got Power. And Power is my mom's favorite TV show. So I'm like, that's God right there.
Yeah, that's God.
That's God right there.
That's God.
Talk about my fault, bro.
No, you good.
Talk about what you got going on with Fox.
So that show's canceled now.
Oh, they canceled that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had one season. It was called The Big Leap. And it was a show about like it was like a reality show type. It was a show about a dance competition.
Mm-hmm.
And so I played the brother of one of the guys that was in the dance competition. And Rob Wisdom, who played Bunny on The Wire, was my dad. You know, so it was like it was a fun.
So you was like the motivational brother.
I was the older brother that like.
Or you was the hating ass brother.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
You know, it was like tough love. It was like tough love. You know, but I was there for, and it was my first. You know, as much as I do drama and I get booked for drama all the time, like, you know, comedy is my jam. You know,
so you a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, so like I
crack a joke. You ain't gonna try to tell me anything else on the nigga.
No.
You got them arms and shit.
I ain't got no stand up. You know, but it's just like, you know, I'm sick with the improv. So like they let me just rip.
Do you have a dream role?
Nah,
you don't.
Nah.
Man, you know what I mean by that, right?
Yeah.
Like you got a particular type of role that you wanna.
No, man. For me, it's about the story.
It's about the story.
I want to tell the story, and I want to provide the representation, and I don't want it to be no bullshit.
Okay. What about a particular actor that you would want to work with, like ASAP? No.
No, whatever the universe provides.
That's how I know you're Chicago. You just want the money. Right. This nigga just want the money. He's just like fuck.
Let's talk about this Draymond Green shit, man.
Fuck him up.
The man punched one of his teammates. Like. So I'm gonna say this, like, we work. I'm pretty sure you act, so I know you work with a team. Mm-hmm. I work with this man and one of our partners that's not here. It'll never be a time, and we have disagreements. Like we like when you working together and y'all trying to pursue a particular goal, there will be disagreements. People will exchange words, but I always tell these two niggas, I will never put my hands on y'all niggas. I love y'all too much. Mm. So I feel like. At what point, and I know they feel the same way about me. Like I wouldn't even push this nigga. Like that's my brother. I'm not playing. I'm a defender before I touch him. I'm not touching him. That's my nigga. Same thing for my brother Doe. So at what point, like, as a grown man, do you continue to work with somebody, or is that shit over after they put hands on you? Because I feel like after you put hands on me, I can't work with you no more, bro. Because I'm gonna want to fight you every time I see you.
No, I work. Continue to work.
You'll continue to work?
Yeah.
You a strong motherfucker.
It's like
you know what it is? It's different bags. It's like, right. He looking like, nigga, we had a fight, nigga, but you think I'm finna... Listen, we had a fight, but that's $1 million.
But real talk, though, like, think about, like, this is what's different about that situation, right? It ain't like they sitting around at the table like we are right now, talking, chopping it up, or whatever. Right. Like, the adrenaline is going. You hooping, you know, like it's just like with football. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different beast in terms of like what the energy is. You know, and it's a competitive juices are flowing. So it's like you in a primal state in a way.
Gotcha.
You know, like I don't think that situation would have gone down if they just like in a casual setting.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw the video.
That was terrible.
I saw the video, and that's the part for me. Was the fact that the video got out.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
This is why I say this. This is why I say that. That happened in house.
Yes, in house.
That happened in
family business.
Yeah, it's family business. It's family.
How
business.
does it get out?
Whoever leaked it,
bogus.
Needs to get out. Like you ain't in the family no more.
I feel like Draymond ain't in the family no more.
No,
because I feel like he a pillar. He been around for 3 championships. You talking to a young guy at that. Jordan Poole ain't a veteran. I ain't gonna say he ain't a veteran, but he's a younger guy.
Yeah.
Don't nobody know what he said though.
It don't matter. He walked up. Bro. I tell my son all the time: if somebody get in your proximity, knock him the fuck out. I don't care if he didn't touch you.
He was supposed to bust on Draymond.
He should have bust on Draymond. But at the same time, for Draymond being a leader, for Draymond being a veteran, and knowing you're talking to a young boy, don't put your hands on this nigga. You know you bigger and you know you stronger.
But Jordan punched Steve Kerr.
Jordan was bogus for that shit.
I mean, but
he wasn't right.
I ain't say he was right. I'm just saying.
Mike wasn't right.
I ain't saying he was
Mike
right.
was a different type of animal. He wasn't right.
He was right. I'm saying
he was
still
wrong.
Worked together. They still won championships.
Yeah, that's true.
I get you. But it's hard. Like that punch looked like it hurt it.
Like Creep, I'm gonna say this. God forbid, we know it ain't gonna never happen. We brothers. But if I hit you like that, bro, it's up. Like he not gonna work. This podcast shit over with after that.
Nah, you know what? This the thing. We fought when we was kids though.
That's kids though. We ain't fought since we've been kids.
But the same principle applies.
Yeah, because I got kids.
Where you like
you punch me in my eye, black my eye, something.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't.
But if it's hear me out.
I'm listening.
If it's you two, like as adults now, you two won't come to the table and try and hash it out and let bygones be bygones. Why? Because we have like pride is real, ego is real.
No, we'll let it be bygones. What I'm saying is, I'm not gonna put my hands on him.
Right. I'm saying, but
or anybody that I fucking work with on that level.
I'm saying if you did, this is how it gets reconciled. This is how it gets reconciled. You two won't take it upon yourselves to come to the table. But if mediators got involved that y'all both respect, that y'all both listen to, and like have a sit down, like, hey, we need to squash this. You know what I'm saying? That's why Eagle Dollar's in the mix right now. That's how come Looney's in the mix, because they like, yo, those are two, you know, what, Iggy's in like 18, year 18, 19, you know, so they listen to him. Mm-hmm. Who got seniority over Draymond? Eagle Dollar. He's like Udonis Haslam. You know what I'm saying? If somebody that y'all both respect and whose words that y'all both listen to, I don't care what happens between y'all, they will get you to the table and a resolution will be found.
And that's why I was finna respond to that. It's like, I have fights with my friends. It's friends that I fought. Like, I fought Bird.
At what age?
I mean, we should not be fighting at 30-some-odd years old. Yeah. But
absolutely.
But hear me out. I'm an apologetic person. I had a fight with I'm not gonna say, you know, a couple years ago. But we cool. Yeah. Shit happens.
You have fallen outs. You know what
we have fallen outs.
Like my best friend Steve, like, we had a falling out, verbal. It wasn't even a verbal falling out. We just stopped rocking with each other for like 6 years. And then we just picked in like one, like I said, the mediator. You know what I'm saying? We got another best friend. She was like, yo, y'all need to, like, life is moving too fast. Too much time is getting behind. Like, y'all need to, and like, we just, like,
yeah, that'd be my thing. Like, y'all don't want to be the person that, that's why I always like to recommend stuff, because I don't want to be the person we don't talk for 6 years, then somebody passed.
Bro, can you imagine if Shaq, can you imagine
reconcile?
Can you imagine?
You correct. Yeah, you correct.
Can you imagine if Shaq never squashed that beef with Kobe?
Exactly.
That would have been terrible.
Oh my God.
That would have been terrible. Terrible.
Oh my God.
It'd been terrible.
Like, and what's so funny about it is that, like, I was thinking about this the other day because I was watching the trailer for that Redeem Team documentary, and you know, like how Jordan and Barkley used to be like this, and they don't rock with each other no more.
What?
Yeah, they ain't cool no more.
Yeah, they ain't cool. Barkley said something in the interview, and Jordan was like, "No, like they not."
He called Jordan cheap. He was like, I think he told the story about how they was out, and somebody out the street asked Jordan for like a 20 or 40 or some shit. And Michael like, nah, you a bum ass nigga, get the fuck out my face, go get a job. And Barkley gave him some money, and Barkley was like, man, like, bro, we rich, like, what the fuck? And that's how they fell out.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, but like,
so Mike don't fuck with Charles.
Nah,
damn.
Yep.
Mike like, nigga trying to kill my legacy.
Like best friends. They was like best friends.
Mike and Charles were best friends.
That was tight. That was real tight.
I just feel like Draymond was bogus. Like, he walked up on dude. Like, you got to have some type of self-control.
But that's Draymond.
When you make it, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, you making the money that you making, like, you got to use your brain. Like, it ain't no way in hell that I'm walking up on one of my teammates or one of my business partners and putting hands on them. I don't give a fuck what people don't know. Amongst this part, we exchange fucking words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's still love and respect with those words, because we know motherfuckers passionate. We doing some shit we ain't never did before.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
But also I think like we from different places.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we know once hands get involved, we know that's different.
It's up there.
We know that's different. Yeah. You know, and it's like money change you. Money
changes a lot of stuff, though.
It distances you from like what the reality of stuff is.
Yeah, money has changed.
Sam,
what's up?
What's good?
Yeah, money has changed.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
With you making it to the level that you made it, did you ever think that money was like the answer to your, like, did you ever make that, like, when you made it to this place, to this point, like, you doing power, I know you got some other shit going on. Has there ever been a time when you was like, damn, I got all this shit going on, and I'm still not fulfilled? Like, the money just didn't.
So for me,
bring you happiness.
Money's never been the motivation.
Okay.
You know, so like, money doesn't fulfill me. You know, it's the execution of my goals and the execution of living my life on my terms, and you know, using my voice and things like that. That's the fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? That's the fulfillment for me. Because money, you know, like, you know, I grew up with, you know, we wasn't like broke. We was just broke.
Right.
You know, but my mom still made a way for us. So I know like money doesn't equate to being good because you can still be good without it. Now having it makes things a little easier, you know, absolutely. You know, it alleviates some stress and things like that, and you're able to like not worry about this. But you know, I always say it's like in that case, if we're talking about money, I mean it's the same devil, different level.
I feel
you know, but so like for me now, like fuck money, man. Like
See,
money, but like you do have to consider it in terms of like the business, because in this industry and in a capitalist society, money does equate to respect and value and what it is that you're trying to do. But on a personal level,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck, man. I just don't. I just
you know
really
what?
don't give a
You
fuck.
gave me that vibe too. Like you really ain't give a fuck about no money shit like that.
Nah.
Well, you grew up heavy in the church?
Yes and no.
Yes or no?
Yes and no.
Because the reason why you said you start singing,
Yeah.
you know,
Because that was the
choirs
access.
and stuff
It was the
like
access.
that.
It was the access point.
Church
You
was
know
the
what I'm
access
saying?
for
Yeah, it was
you.
the access
Church
point.
is the access for a lot of up and coming people. Like like when I was writing plays for my church.
Yeah.
You was?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
like think about it, like we don't have the performing arts centers and the the curriculum and everything to like build the next generation of the Beethovens in the box. We gotta figure this shit out.
Yeah.
And you know, like the only place that had a drum set, keys, organ, guitar, drum was a church.
Facts.
Only way I can even touch it was I gotta be around the choir.
Yeah,
I want to sing. Where can I sing at? Choir. You know, like it's free access. You know, like even when I wanted to play piano, like I told my mom, I'm like, hey, can I, like, I was hoping, you know, like, hey, could I get piano lessons? And she's like, I can't afford it. So that's when I'm like, okay. So then I would talk to the church minister. They was like, we play by, you know, they give us tapes and we listen to tapes and we play. So I started teaching myself how to play piano by ear.
Wow.
And so
That's
like
dope.
the first several instruments that I learned how to play was all by ear. And then when I went to St. Mel, I got a scholarship to go to Providence St. Mel. They had a band program. And so Mr. Bolgren was the band instructor, and he gave me access to all the other instruments and let me start working on them. And I started that way. But until I got to Providence St. Mel, and Providence St. Mel is a privately funded school. And,
Right.
you know, they raise money, and they got people who want to pour bread, like what's Oprah's husband, ex-husband, Stedman gave money.
Still a husband.
Going back in the day, Ronald Reagan was giving money to the school. So it's like, it's a school that, you know, thankfully in the Black community that was getting funds and had a prestige to them.
So you got a scholarship to go there?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, because I want
One
to go
thing-
the other way. Like,
Right. One thing I could tell about you, and I know that in the future that you gonna you gonna be some big shit, is because you got the work ethic.
appreciate
And
it.
I can see the hunger, like the
Facts.
fact, like just hearing everything that you had to do to get to where you at. I know that now you're gonna do that times 10 to get further.
Man, I appreciate
Like the
that.
work ethic, like I could just hit a work ethic, like all these stories, like
Man, you know,
you
another
got it, man.
Key role with you,
You a hard
man.
worker, bro.
Appreciate that.
Your character, you have a good character about yourself. You was here before, you know, us, and you was punctual. You was different. You
You
definitely
the first person to get here before us.
like you got here before us. You brought a gift.
Man,
First person to ever send us a gift.
Let me
Being a good person plays a lot, man. Just in general, that's just your character. I can tell you naturally a good person.
man, I like humanity, man.
Yeah.
Like we all going through shit at the end of the day. So like, you know, I love, you know, seeing somebody like, yo, even if it's just like me going to go get a cup of coffee, bro. Like it ain't, they're like, what can I get for you today? I don't even give them my order. I'm saying, how you doing today?
Man, that's
You
dope.
know, and it's like, cause it's like, you don't know what people going
through.
You know?
One thing I could say, I don't mean to cut you out, bro, but he the same way.
Yeah.
Like he's a fucking asshole. He gets on my fucking nerves. But he's a great humanitarian. Like he has an appreciation for people in life.
Yeah.
That I can never deny him. Like he has a great heart. Like
Appreciate that,
he's a
bro.
great guy.
Appreciate that.
All around the board.
Yeah.
Gets on my fucking nerves though. But this my bro, like he's a great guy though. Like real shit. He got a great heart. And you do too.
Appreciate
No
that.
bullshit.
But
no
no,
bullshit.
I you know, watching the episodes, like I see y'all chemistry, man. Y'all a family.
Yeah, you know,
Y'all
we've been.
No, most definitely.
I've been
We
knowing
y'all
him since I was
family.
8 years old.
We y'all family.
Like, yeah, seriously, I've been knowing him since the 3rd grade. I've been knowing those since the 4th or 5th grade, and they've been knowing each other because they played baseball and But yeah, man,
Yeah.
I had to ask him earlier when we was in the car, man. I was like, man, how was 50 Cent, man?
You met him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was in front. He was at my neighborhood liquor store, so I came up there. but I ain't get a chance. I seen him, but I ain't get a chance to meet him.
Promoting
the Branson shit, yeah.
Man,
how's 50?
He's amazing, man. This is what I will say. So like the first time that like I technically met him was for our pilot, which was like the first episode of last season, table read. We did it on Zoom. So, you know, when you log in to the link or whatever, the window pop up.
Right.
And the first person on the Zoom call is Fifth. Like he just sitting at his desk, he got the awards.
He's just chilling, huh?
And so like so Chris Laughlin played Jannar, like that's like my brother. And so like I text him, I'm like, hey G, is this really happening right now? Like this is like this is crazy. So that was my first time. And then he would come to set during season 1, but those were days like I wasn't on set because either I wasn't called or I was on the other show. And then day 1 of filming, now this is exactly how it happened. Day 1 of filming for season 2, we had lunch, and I'm with Anthony Fleming, who plays JP on the show, Tommy's brother. I'm like, man, bro, I'm excited about this season, man. But you know what's gonna be crazy? I cannot wait till I meet Fifth. I cannot because I'm like, I know, like, you know, restrictions. You know, we got the vaccine requirements and things like that. So like, you know, it's kind of an open set for like, you know, other producers and things that want to slide through. Maybe like not even 10 minutes later, I feel like on my shoulder, and so I turn around and but I didn't know it was him.
Wow.
Because he had you know, face mask up, baseball cap, you know, shirt on, whatever. It was a big dude, and so I'm like who is this? And then he pulled his mask down. and then I shit you not, the thing that like kind of also blew me away was the first thing out of his mouth was Mr. Keys. You know, so I'm like, damn. Like,
so that's how he get y'all to act like that. I was wondering, like, that was one of my questions. Did you ever meet Fifth? So the fact that you met him, like, that's.
But like he's a smart man. He's such a grounded human in terms of like he wants everybody to win.
Yeah. And
like, but it being my first time meeting him, immediately he starts dropping gems. You know what I'm saying? Just explaining like navigating the networks and how the Green Light Gang tour is going to help elevate our show and how he takes us with him, and you know, and it was just like, you don't even know, like you know of me, but you don't know me, but just off strength you're having this conversation with me. And then but the one thing that was like kind of like about the moment was, you know, because we're in the cafeteria, you know, in the lunch area, because like I don't, sometimes like depending on like what the day is, I prefer to like just eat lunch with the crew and like, you know, just hang with, because like we got a dope ass crew on the show. So if I have to like rush and, you know, get set for like what we're gonna shoot after lunch, then I go to my trailer. But otherwise I'm with the crew. So some of the background actors started coming over and security started coming over asking for pictures and stuff. So like, you know, he's like, all right, I'm gonna get up out of here.
Right.
Now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
it's like too much. You know, it's crazy because y'all shooting stuff and they still fanned out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is like, you know, which it's I understand it, you know, like it's every day for me,
right?
It's every day for somebody who's in this industry, but folks who just like it's a casual walk of life, this may be the only time that they cross paths with someone who they deem a celebrity,
right?
You know, somebody, and then like this is a black man who has built an empire when they said you couldn't do it,
right?
People like the networks that passed on power. It's stupid.
Fucking tweaking.
They was salty as hell about that.
I know, because I know for sure. I know they said HBO passed. I think it was pitched to FX. I think FX passed, and it's a third network. But the ones that souped it up
was it Showtime?
I don't know. I don't know. And
I don't know if they still got Cinemax. Remember Cinemax? Freaky ass Cinemax. Cinemax still out?
Hey, Cinemax had this dope show. It's called Banshee. It was called Banshee, and it takes place in Pennsylvania, and it's about like. This Amish dude is like the main drug dealer in Pennsylvania, and Lily, who plays Claudia on our show, she's in that show.
Oh wow!
So like I was a fan of Lily from that show because it was like and then the guy who plays Homelander in The Boys is the lead, and it was like fight, you know, like the fight stunts and shootouts and everything. It was a dope show, but like that was a hit on Cinemax.
I got a topic. I know this probably gonna be a little controversial for you because you work for the man. But it's a story out with 50 Son. He talking about how you heard this. Come on, we gotta talk about it. I'm sorry.
Even if you don't want to talk about it, his son,
ain't got. Go ahead.
His son was pretty much trying to say that he was getting $6,700 a month in fucking child support, and he was saying that's not enough money, man. Come on, man.
Because you know it was going to his mama. It was going to his mama.
That's what. How much money is that? That's pretty much $7,000 a month.
That's
7 times 12 is you know what I'm saying. You do the math on that.
I'm gonna do the math.
What's that? 81,000 or some crazy shit? I don't know.
I'm gonna look.
You know, I'm not.
7 times what?
7 times. Pretty much just say 7,000 a month times 12.
It's 84 G's.
That's 84,000 a month. So I think they said 81 because it was 6,700. But anyway, you getting pretty much $80,000 a year. Like 84? I know people that fucking don't make fucking $80,000 now. I know a lot of people that don't make 80,000.
This is what I'm gonna say. This is all I'm gonna say.
Barely hit 40.
Can't speak on it because, from my perspective, I don't like to view things from a comparative standpoint. You know, like, yeah, I can sit here and say 84 is a lot, but I don't know what 84 means to them.
Now I got a question.
I just I can't.
Sorry, I've been smooth. Now I gotta talk my shit on this one. And the reason why is this though. Okay, hear me out, man. You gotta hear me out. Now listen, I feel like I'm in Hollywood. Man. My man made me feel like I'm on set of Power. Bro. But listen.
I'm gonna have to go buy me some.
These are slick. These are Brian Key's glasses. I'm letting everybody know, my viewers. These are not creep Gucci.
You got to shout your IG out too, because they ain't got your shit on here.
Oh, we gonna throw? Yeah, I forgot he put the
You should have did this before I got here, Mr. Creep.
Nah, but anyway, I'm just talking shit. Now, I can see if Marcus grew up a particular type of way. I can see if he grew up like the Kardashians. So 84,000 may not be, enough, right? Well, 6,700 may not be per month, right? When 50 got on, you feel me? He was still a child. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? His baby mother and his son at that time, they grew up in the projects. They grew up in wherever, South Jamaica, Queens, right? Mm-hmm. So how could you talk about that wasn't enough when it wasn't like you grew into fucking money? Like it wasn't like you already was like, you know what I'm saying? You 13 and you used to getting this, that, and the third. Like you a little kid.
I don't mean to cut you off.
He's on the set of Wangster. He's probably like 4 years old on the set of Wangster.
Exactly.
Right?
You got a son.
Yes.
Your first son.
Yes.
I'm not mistakenly, that's 51st son, right?
Yes.
You make it.
Right.
I don't know how much the man worth. We're not gonna get into that.
Right.
But he's worth over $100 million. Arguably.
I'm not.
We're not counting nobody's pockets.
50 went bankrupt. Like, no disrespect to 50 Cent. I ain't trying to put his business out here, but I don't know how much he's worth now.
50's worth some shit. He's worth over $100 million.
But I'm talking about.
I'm being generous with the 100.
No. Listen, you talking about now. I'm talking
generous.
About he was worth more then.
I'm saying what he worth now.
So listen. Hear me out. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you.
I'm gonna say streamline. I'm gonna say streamline the point.
Okay.
Just cause like that's my boss.
Yeah, he can't say too much.
I don't even want you to act this. Right, I just want you really. I really want you to be quiet.
Well, here's
no cap. Not trying to be like that.
Too crazy because I don't want to come at me either.
Yeah, of course not. I want to talk to 50 one day.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? We not disrespecting you, 50.
We love you, 50.
We not disrespecting him. We not disrespecting. I'm on his side. I'm on his side.
Man. I'm saying like you can't I can't sit aside on the sideline.
Right.
I'm on observantly listen, and I might have to interject. Like, let's.
Nah, what I'm saying is, I'm on 50's side. Yeah. I feel like 50 was paying enough.
I just don't creep your line. I feel like he was
paying enough. Yes, 6,700 a month.
That's your politically correct answer.
Bro,
you
this is a kid shut your mouth. That never had nothing.
This
kid never had nothing. This kid never had nothing.
If you get rich,
7,000 a month.
If you get rich, you're giving Lil Creep more than fucking 7,000 a fucking month, and I don't want to hear nothing that you got to say. No.
Listen.
And I'm giving my son more than 7 G's a fucking month.
Listen.
Even if
it all depends on what I'm doing. It all depends on what I'm doing.
50 all was a fucking monster when he. All I'm saying is this: even if he's paying the mother $6,700 a month,
yeah,
my son's still gonna be straight.
That's cool.
Even if we ain't got no relation, that's my first fucking son.
50 Cent, you did what you was supposed to do, son.
Be straight.
No
and
cap.
I'm not knocking 50. I don't know the relationship. I don't know, but I'm just saying for me.
50 paid what he was supposed to pay.
I don't believe that.
That's pretty much 100. That's pretty much
no.
But at the end of the day, too,
that's his son.
We're talking about what has been.
That was enough.
It wasn't.
We're talking about a dollar amount that was publicly disclosed, right?
Yeah.
And like
that's just what she was getting in child support. That don't mean he wasn't doing other stuff. Come on, man.
But he said he wasn't. No.
He's fucking probably lying. We don't know.
We don't know. It's all allegedly. It's all allegedly. You're right. You're right.
You don't fucking know. If you talk to 50, the nigga probably bring up a receipt. Like, nigga, I bought him fucking
That's
this
true.
and I bought him fucking that. Like,
that's true.
Because I know what I do for my kids.
Exactly.
And I still get my mom.
And you still got to go through the shit. You're right. You're right, bro. You're right.
He was giving that. Listen, he was giving, and I wasn't trying to be like that, but this is really touchy for me. I'm sorry, man. He was giving the mother.
That was going to the mama.
This was going to the mama.
That was $84K going to the mama.
100,000. She wasn't with him making many, man.
Many.
So if I'm giving your mother, this going to the mother, right? If I'm giving her this money for my kid, right? And she ain't doing right. Let's just say.
Yeah, who knows what foul shit she did.
What she was doing with that fucking money.
No, fuck the money.
Yeah.
What she was doing outside of the money.
What you mean outside the money?
You know how women
It doesn't matter. I don't care about that. My thing is we got it set up. Like, nigga, I'm giving you.
That's what I'm saying. Like
$84,000 a year, and I'm still buying my son shit. How much money am I supposed to give your mother? And you an adolescent. Think about it.
Good point.
It wasn't like all the funds was going to Marcus himself.
I'm not going.
The money was never going to
I'm not
Marcus.
going to get too controversial with the subject.
Think about it. I'm just saying the money was never going to his son. It was going to his mother.
Was it going to a trust or was it going to the mother?
Supposedly, it's child support. I don't know. I'm not on child support.
Sometimes it can go into a trust.
You know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know he was getting child support.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
81, it was actually $81,000 a year he was getting child support, right? Yeah. That's going to the mother. I mean, I got kids. I don't know if you got kids.
No, I ain't got no kids.
He got kids.
And it's the first time I'm hearing about it.
So child support, how it break down is, I pay the mother, man. He knows this.
I don't pay mama shit.
You give the mother. So you get what I'm saying? So how 50, like he's a kid, Marcus is probably 12, whatever, 9 years old. I'm giving your mother $7,000 a month to take care of you. Nigga, if I give you $7,000 and you're 10 years old, what the fuck you gonna spend it on?
I'm gonna say this.
V-Bucks?
It don't matter.
Like seriously.
But at the same time, if you was in 50 shoes, you'll still pay your child support. And I know you would have set up some shit for your son to where he got his own separate batch of some money.
And at the end of the day,
I know you would have.
The report comes out through the media.
I ain't said it was cap nothing. I didn't say nothing.
No, I ain't saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the report comes out.
What you're saying is cap, but yeah.
How's well I'm saying?
No, because I know
you just agree with me. Now you saying it's cap.
Yeah,
like make it make sense.
It contradicting yourself. I am contradicting myself. I did.
Like, you just like I
contradicted myself. But what I'm saying is, I know that you would have did extra for your son.
Well, at the end of the day, I'm not.
And we don't know what 50 did.
Don't nobody know. Everybody knows.
We don't know what extra he did.
You know what I'm saying? But look, shout out to 50 Cent because at the end of the day, I'm on his side because that female, your baby mama was not there making mini man.
All I got to say is, 50's son is a product of 50. 50's an asshole, and 50 do shit to get under people's skin.
He don't fuck with him.
He don't. They both don't fuck with each other. They both don't fuck with each other. And
it's got to be a reason for you to cut your son off. It's got to be a reason.
Your first son.
You cut your kid off, it's got to be a reason. Man. Yeah. But we going to get off subject because at the end of the day, my man sweating.
He ain't got no son.
Like this nigga, he didn't inspect this. Hey, we may have to edit this part.
Which one's my camera? This one right here?
We ain't got to edit it because he ain't say shit.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing wrong.
This us, 50.
You know what I'm saying?
We love you.
50, this is between me and him.
Legend.
And 50, one thing about it, I agree with you. 50, I agree with you.
Because I don't know what the fuck going on.
I agree with 50.
50 probably gonna see this. I'm sorry.
I don't want Yayo to run up on me. Because Yayo's the goon.
No, Yayo cool.
Yayo's the goon.
He gonna talk to us.
Yeah, all right. He gonna talk to you with the goon.
Hey, man, what the fuck y'all was talking about?
I'm gonna point dead at him. I'm gonna say, Yayo.
I'm like, all right, Yayo, come on.
I'm gonna say, Brian Keys was my witness.
Yayo a cool dude. He'll talk to us to see what we
Yeah, you gotta throw your name in there like, man, I may call you. They may have me tied up in New York. Like, Brian, come get me. We from Chicago. Like, no, I was just talking shit, man.
You got a question?
I'm just going, I'm trying to stray away from saying we got a question. I'm just going to ask the question. Yeah. You know what, bro? I salute what you got going on. Another thing that I'm proud about with you young, you a black person. I ain't, I'm not trying to say just because we in our 30s don't mean that it's not like you're 70 years old. young black guy from Chicago, and you putting on for the city, man. I salute what you got going on, and I want to know what in the future, you know what I'm saying, you know, like what you got going on.
Good
like,
question.
You know what I'm saying? For Brian Keys.
So for me personally,
if you can talk about it.
Yeah, I can. So me personally, like I said, I'm in the process of all I can say is I'm in the process of shooting a film right now. We just started principal photography last Friday.
Okay.
And then also I got some projects of my own that are in development that actually will shine a nice light on Chicago and bring more work to Chicago. So yeah.
No, I'm making it real. Shut up.
But yeah, that's what's going on. Oh man, that like bright. I see.
Right, like
flash on.
right.
All these lights on.
I didn't mean to put the flash on, but I've been drinking. But we got a special guest in the fucking building, man. We got Denzel's son in this bitch.
Man,
yeah.
Adopted.
You know, Denzel got a son for real.
Son.
He do?
Yeah, he acts.
It's Brian Keys.
Yeah. You can't say Denzel's son. His son really acts.
Yeah, he's dope.
He do?
Yeah, Dave
he
Washington.
cold.
He was on Ballers. He has that new movie coming out. Oh my God, what is it called? Amsterdam? Is it Amsterdam?
Damn, this episode 55, ain't it? Ooh, 5, you one of those? You Vice Lord, throw your shit up. No,
he don't game back.
Nah, I'm just messing with him.
Game back. But yeah, man, I got some things in development, and also gonna start doing more workshops here in Chicago, where basically working with other professional actors to just basically polish them and get them elevated up to the next level as well. So,
would you be interested in coming to a school and talking to the inner city youth?
I do that now.
You do that now?
What?
I gotta get your information. Cause I work. You know,
that'd be dope. You come to his school. Come to his school.
And I work in Inglewood 66 and Normal.
Okay.
So
dope.
that'll be dope for them to see.
I do that now, man.
Yeah. So we gonna exchange information. But I got a question.
Yeah.
For all of us. I made a post on Facebook talking about having platonic women friends. Like, hold on, let me get to it. I'm sorry, guys.
It's Power Force book.
Yeah, Power Force book.
Power Book 4.
Power Book 4?
Yeah, Force.
Power Force book, right?
Power Book 4.
Book 4, okay.
Force.
All right, what are the advantages of having a platonic female friends without making it weird with sex?
You said the advantages?
The advantages.
Perspective.
Ooh.
Yeah. Exactly.
We are, at the end of the day, we are men. And we can only understand the navigation and existence of life through a male lens and a male gaze. And that sometimes means that we have overlooked the existence, perspective, and lens of the female gaze. And so having those female friends from a platonic standpoint holds us accountable and keeps us understanding of how to just be not shitty ass men in this world.
That's
Real shit.
Very articulate person, man.
I want your answer.
You
Mr.
said my
Creepster.
answer?
Yeah.
You know, I at the end.
Yeah, you got a lot of female friends that you haven't touched.
I mean, we cool.
In that type of way.
You know, I would never, like, at the end of the day, I'm a cool guy. I don't have to have sex. Like, people are fucking animals out here. Like, bro, you can have a particular relationship with a female and not have sex with them. Y'all a great relationship, bro. Like, you don't have to always have sex with everybody, bro. Like, you're a fucking animal if you just want to fuck everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like Jesse over there. He fucks everybody. He's a fucking animal. Like, just fucks fuck. Just
but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, that's why I fucked up with a lot of women. To where I messed up a lot of relationships to where I felt like everything was about sex. And now that I'm getting older and the more female friends I gain, I'm starting to learn that it ain't all about that. A lot of females will put you in position to win without having to fuck you. You feel what I'm saying? Or you trying to fuck them. You know, I got a lot of women that's trying to help me fix my credit, that's trying to help. Like, we had women reach out to us about business credit for our podcast, about getting our podcast more views. And it ain't no weird shit going on. It's all platonic, and they trying to help us. To where I'm starting, like at 30, I'm 34, I'm about to be 35 in a few weeks, I'm starting to see, like, damn, like, I need to cherish these platonic female relationships that I have. Like, and I had to, you know, I ain't gonna get into this, but I have female friends that they are attractive, but I'm not interested in fucking with y'all on that level because I like what we doing platonically. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like all men should have at least 5 or 6 platonic female relationships outside of family.
Facts.
outside of family.
Because I mean, like at the end, and like I said, and it goes back to what I said, and I agree with you because us as men huddle together all the time talking.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Like we may not even be aware of some of the shitty things we may say or do, and then we might support and egg on one another to keep doing those shitty things. But it takes that injection of like, you know, the female perspective. Like, nah, that's some fuck shit.
Yeah, fact.
Like that's some fuck shit. You know, and it gives you a well-rounded, you know, view to move through the world with. So yeah.
Man, we appreciate you coming, man. Like,
Man,
I ain't gonna lie,
appreciate
you're a
y'all.
very dope person, very dope individual.
Yo,
I'm finna give you a fucking glasses
Very humble.
back. You know what I'm saying? I took them off at the very end, man. Them some nice Gucci's, man. Like,
Yo, I appreciate
very
y'all.
humble person.
You
man.
want to talk about, first off, like we don't have your Instagram handle on here. I apologize.
Yeah, fuckhead
That's
Jesse
your
over
problem.
there.
No, you should have did that before I got there.
I should have did it.
Yeah, you
He's
should've
the
told him.
engineer. The
No,
engineer
you
knows
should've
that
told
it's
him.
handles.
It's okay.
He know everybody got a handle.
Let
Like,
everybody
you
know where they
okay?
can follow you. And I know you probably said this earlier, but let us know, you know, the next projects we could look out for you for other than Power.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, socials are I am Brian Keys all across the board. I am Brian Keys, Brian with an I, Keys. For right now, the only thing I can say is just stay tuned for season 2 of Power. I know a lot of folks were like season 1, y'all was slow picking up, but
Go and watch
me,
season 1.
Trust me,
Power Force.
Trust me,
Power
season
Force, I
2.
just shot this shit out.
Season 2 is gonna take your jaw out. Like, trust me, it's gonna take your jaw out.
Was it hard for you to be an FBI agent?
No,
It wasn't?
no,
Okay.
no.
Hey, he's a civilian. He can play any type of role, nigga.
Because
It'd be hard for me playing FBI agent.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
You would be
I got a first
crooked,
fuckhead I'm gonna lock
nasty
up
ass.
is Jesse right there. I'm pulling you over. I'm letting you
I'm
know
gonna
I'm
give you-
pulling your ass
I'm
over.
gonna give you a real simple answer, because I don't view it as I had to eliminate my bias that I may have in law enforcement, and I literally just approach it as this black dude who is just trying to make sure that the city of Chicago stay as clean as possible, and he has a safe environment for his family,
Right.
and he's committed to his job. You know, so like I play it like that. It's easy. It's
That's
easy.
how you played the role so damn good.
Yeah, it's easy.
Nigga,
No, a
you
lot of
snap.
people don't
And
like.
I- and
A lot
I
of people
drop
don't
down
like
the
you,
snap.
man. A lot of people don't like you.
What?
I'm for his role.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause
he
he
trying to
pu- 'cause
bust. He
what?
trying to bust Tommy. Like
They
Tommy's
be
the
on
star.
that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah,
Like people
yeah.
take that shit so realistically that like they are really not like this.
You may have somebody pull up on you like, nigga, you want to arrest him? Like, you like, nigga, I'm getting paid.
But look, but
like,
don't,
nigga, this is.
don't nobody beat Shane Johnson who played Cooper Sacks, man. Like
Yeah.
he told me some stories, man. But like that just shows that you're doing a good job.
Fact.
You know,
Exactly.
Like I'm doing a good
Because
job.
they so engaged.
Yeah.
They don't even know.
Yeah,
they
you shouldn't-
don't even see you
Hey
who
man,
you
I
are
ain't
in
even
real
gonna
life.
lie. I think this may be my favorite episode, man, because this energy, man, like how everything played out. Like, you know, we had a lot of different guests, man, but you a smooth guy, man,
I
like and
appreciate
very humble person,
I
man.
appreciate
Like,
it.
it's
Hard
no
working,
arrogance,
man.
it's no none of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was all love, bro. You pulled up early, you burned gifts, like the fuck.
I'm gonna keep the bottle because you the first guest.
Nah,
to
I'm
bring
gonna
us
keep
a
the
bottle.
motherfucking bottle. You
You're
know,
not keeping the
bottle
bottle.
right here, man. Cause I talked to him.
We're gonna
You
drink it
pulled up.
together.
Huh?
We're gonna drink it together.
No, you going home. I'm
No, I'm
going
not.
home,
I'm
and
going
then
to
I'm
your
taking a
house.
bottle with me.
We're drinking the
Look, I
deli
would
on together.
I would have brought Branson, but Creep said y'all like tequila.
No, you should have bought Branson.
You could have. You could
But you
have.
said tequila, bro.
Just as a
I
plus-
did,
just
but
as a
you know,
plus
it's just
50.
personal reasons why I don't be drinking cognac like that.
No, it's all good. I
Yeah.
just but
Health
I
reasons.
forgot.
being-
I forgot.
You know, it's black. You know, y'all still got some black owned.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, something, man.
Salute the brands and salute the 50. Thank
Salute the
y'all
50
for tuning
Cent,
in.
man.
Comment, like, and subscribe. I hate saying that shit, but I
Yeah,
gotta
you
say
fucking
it.
monkeys.
Fuck you. He called y'all some monkeys, so my
Hey,
apologies,
man,
my brother.
that,
Yo.
man,
Hey
appreciate
man,
you.
fuck with us, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate my brother for
Damn.
coming out.